After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hi, everybody. It's Lori and Julia, and we are still loud. Hello.
Still loud.
Hi, Lorene.
Hello. Aloha.
Aloha is right.
How was your trip? I saw a picture that terrified me and made me laugh of you and some ladies in some, it looked to be like animal heads. I'm like, that's terrifying and hysterical at the same time.
Okay, so I went to a very successful surprise birthday party. And what I mean by successful, it was a massive surprise in Florida this past weekend. And one of my girlfriends that was part of this group going on this trip sent a picture of like someone with a dog mask on and said, we should all do this. And so we did it. So I was a pink poodle head. My friend was a lab. Someone was like a sea urchin or blowfish. My friend Heather was so funny because she was a shark and like her whole face stuck out. It was very funny because we were all very masked. And then Jody, what was she? Oh, she was a walrus. Lori... Okay, we get all of our masks, and first of all, mine was the heaviest, I think. I could not see or breathe with the mask on. But so my friend's boyfriend, this past September said, so-and-so's turning a special age, Beth, and do you guys want to come down and do a surprise party? And we're like, yeah. So the place we stayed was on the Atlantic side. We flew into West Palm Beach and stayed at this area called Jensen Beach. And I love the Atlantic side because it's so chill. The waves are so special. And like it was the early March, when you would expect all the traffic like on the Gulf side, Naples, Fort Myers, Bonita Springs.
Right.
We never really had traffic. We could always get into a restaurant. And it's just more chill. It was beautiful.
Well,
both sides have different things. From dads.
Yeah, and we love that from when your dad lived in New Smyrna Beach. Oh. There's just something wild about the Atlantic side of Florida versus the Gulf side.
Yeah, and the waves were just gorgeous. And so we ended up staying in this place that was like park units. Some people call them double wides, but vacation homes that are, movable, but not really. And it was on this little island called Nettles Island. And literally you walked like 7 minutes across one simple road and you were at the ocean. But first we had like this huge pool area that was ours right on the ocean. Yeah. And then the ocean's on the other side. And then you walk the other way and there's, courts and pools. And it was really perfect. But for the surprise, her family was going down. And so we're leaving at the airport and we run into them. And so I just start running away and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to know. They're going to see us, And then, of course, there was no way to avoid them because there's only one flight a day to West Palm Beach for Delta. So we're just like, yeah, okay, so a huge surprise. Shout out to Shashi. I showed her how to listen to our podcast, Lori. She was a big fan, didn't know how to do it. And we get to the house. Keith, the boyfriend, has to keep her at the beach all day. He has to get all the food, has to get all the balloons, has to do all this maneuvering and pretend nothing's coming on. He had her friends coming in from like South Carolina. He had people from other people. Her high school bestie came. It was a big group. So finally she comes home and she's like, wanted to come home earlier. And he's like, no, hon, we can't, let's just stay longer at the beach. They got there at like 5, he had to really work hard to keep all the balls in the air. And so she walks in and her family's there, but all these groups of different friends are there and surprise. But we sat outside at the pool area in Adirondack chairs with our legs crossed with our animal heads on our head. So she is saying, surprise. And then finally she goes outside and she's like, what the? Right. And then she says, Greenlee, is that you? And so she recognized someone's legs. And it was she was so shocked. It was one of the more fun surprises. And my surprise 60th was great that Jeff did. I was totally surprised by that one. But we laughed so hard. So, and it was just yucks all weekend and chill. Yeah. And it was I get why you go away for as long as you do, Lori. I don't know why we worked. I mean,
we worked.
And
exactly.
and I remember when I asked if I could go away. No, but Lori can. Remember, you could travel, but I couldn't, and I'm the one who does all the junk. So anyway, that was. I still have a little sore in my backside from that, but it was just fun, happy girl time, just a blast.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And I can't just say how wonderful it is to just get away.
Yeah, where did you all get these
on Amazon?
On Amazon.
They're just simple. You search them. Mine was like $18, Lori. Some were like $11. I mean, and the dog, the lab one, I really want to play with. One of my kids has a dog, and I just want to put it on and crouch down and see what he thinks. I mean, my pink poodle is a bit much, but it was. There's something about yucking it up with girlfriends. It was such a great time. How about you? You had a visitor.
We had that was, I had a visitor last week. I enlisted our friend Neil to help me with a video to promote the pod. We did Whip It. I had a curler in my hair. I had the whip that I packed, and Casey was our videographer.
And did you like? How do you just pack the whip whenever you travel with my brother?
I just happened to bring it on this particular trip. I found it. I was like, it was a sign that it should go. And I thought, Lady Exercise will somehow find a way to use this little whip. And we were, dancing around, exercising in the yard. I did, snap him a few times, but he was an excellent exerciser.
Lori. So our sister, my older sister, I was talking to her this morning. She goes, "What is up? What's up with Lori? Like, is she like what? She seems a little off." And I just laughed. And I'm like, "Well, she is. It's about time. Don't we all know this forever?" She's like, "Who's this lady?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a shtick. She's funny." But it was very funny because she's like. And I hadn't seen it because I literally didn't use my phone while I was on vacation. It was so glorious. Nice. It was glorious. And she was just so funny. I'm like, oh, that's Lori. And it's very funny video, Laura.
Oh, I forgot to take out my curler.
Oh, who cares?
I had the curler.
I wasn't looking at a curler. I wasn't zooming in. I was just watching cute Neil dance around and you whipping him.
Yeah.
It's very, crack that whip.
Which by the way, was played at every single hockey game during the Minnesota Boys State High School Hockey Tournament, which was once again an epic tournament over last weekend.
You spoiled it for me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. You guys sent me a text really early. Not that I was going to watch it or anything. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, War Road. Congratulations, Moorhead. Because, the saying about Minnesota boys hockey, the North hates the Metro hates the private school, and everybody hates Edina.
That made me laugh so hard. But
oh my gosh. Really a great tournament. But I kept hearing every day because I watched it. You can stream it on Channel 45.
Yes.
They make it easy.
In Hawaii. I love that, Lori.
Yeah, every single day you would hear, they play great music, but I kept hearing Whip It.
Crack
I was just like, oh my gosh.
Devo.
Crack
what is that,
whip.
like 1980? What even?
Devo.
That's
might be
old...
84, 82,
right?
Something like that. There's a very good documentary about Devo.
Okay, what's it called?
And I was looking for a bucket for Neil to wear on his head, but we couldn't find the appropriate bucket, so he just wore his trucker cap and some
1980,
fancy glasses.
Lori.
1980. Okay.
Yeah. That was that was so funny. That was funny. It was good. I liked it. And there's a good documentary. Speaking of documentaries, I watched the Paul McCartney Man on the Run.
Oh, yeah, you told us that.
Oh, did I?
You told us that on the pod last
even
week.
Just yesterday, I was in my Apple Music because most people have Spotify or Amazon Music. Laura, you have none. I have
Spotify.
Oh, do you have
it
Spotify?
All.
I never knew that.
Doesn't everybody? You just use it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, whatever.
It's like the internet. Everybody, if you got it, you got it.
Okay, whatever. So you have commercials. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, my Apple Music that I have, it all of a sudden it shows up with a Man on the Run playlist. kind of like the soundtrack. And I just love that music. That's a good one. That's a good one. And then I'm just going to give you my plane update. We flew Delta. And the movie that I watched, One Way Down, I couldn't find the name, but it was very good. But on the way home, I watched that Emma Thompson Dead of Winter movie.
Oh, isn't that bad?
Well, have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it with the worst Minnesota accent ever. It was so bad. She just kept saying oofta. It's the first time I've seen Emma Thompson fail at a role.
I don't know why. Well, I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
All the time. They have so many animated movies in-flight movies. And I went by so many. There was a big wedding on Jupiter Island that a lot of people from Minnesota went to. And so I asked one of the guys from Mayo, he was a resident, what was the most decadent thing? Because Jupiter Island is where Tiger Woods lives, Tom Brady lives, all the rich, Martina, blah, blah, blah. And he's
Martina Navratilova. Is that what you're to say?
I'm too excited to talk to you to slow down. But he said he showed me a picture, and he said it was the dog ice sculpture. And so he takes out his camera and shows me this picture of this amazing ice sculpture with etchings, and you would pour different color liquors and stuff in it, and it would change, and the liquor would run all the way down the dog's face. It was a Bowie Francais dog, Lori, your kind.
Oh,
a French bulldog.
Lovely.
It was the coolest thing.
Oh my
gosh. Anyway.
Wow.
That's where
was it anyone we knew?
No, I didn't
like
ask.
A famous person?
I didn't ask.
You didn't ask.
I didn't ask. All I know is we're going to have some very nice looking orthopedic surgeons that are in residency right now at Mayo. Not like we don't, because I was with an orthopedic surgeon this weekend too. My friend's husband. Yeah. No, they're all good looking. I think that's what's the MO on them. Anyway,
that's good.
Should we get through the bad news or the good news?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Let's start with the good news.
All right.
Or let's start with you complaining. You wanted to complain to me about something. And I love when you complain, Julia. I really do, because really complaining is just stating the truth.
You know what?
Okay, it's when you verge into whining that people don't like complaining. So that's the fine line.
Okay, so I want you to tell me when I've crossed.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a MacBook and I have an iPhone. And I feel like they just updated our operating system. They didn't even ask me on my MacBook, which means when I get into my thing, I have to enter all these passwords again, blah, 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 blah. But I can't figure out how to use like Microsoft Word without having AI do it. And all I want to use it for is copy and paste and increase font size so I can read the crap when we print it out, because I have a printer. Anyway, I'm just sick of the updates. It takes a lot of time. People don't ask for them. Apple is messing with us, Lori. They are messing. It's
always have.
It's frequent. So I know my mom's going to call me about this one because it messes everything up. And it's so disturbing. So Apple, I have a bone to pick.
Yeah, I don't. This has always been a thing. They make you change the cords every time they update the phone. I don't know. I never realized anti-Apple person.
I know, and I never realized how your cord, the C cord. Now we've migrated to it finally, but it works in everything. It works on my Kindle. It works on some charger thing for some red light thing I have. I mean, it worked on my blow up mirror that I have. 10 times. Light and everything. I can't believe it, how we've been left in the cold with a lot of cords.
Yeah. I don't know why Apple does that. They're just contributing to cord pollution.
100%. I've got so many cords. Okay, honest to Pete, the cords are going crazy.
All right, let's thank a sponsor, shall we? Because really and truly, we are so grateful for our sponsors. If we didn't have them, I don't know that we would be doing this podcast. Probably not. So thank you.
Agree 100%.
Who are we thanking first?
Okay, we're going to thank Hair Restoration Institute. And their website is hrimn.com. And I guess for me, I'm going to go in and do a follow-up. I think it was in October when I had the 28 shots, enzyme shots in my scalp.
Did that hurt your head? Did it hurt, or are they so fine, the needle?
The needle's fine, but when anything gets close to the forehead, I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah,
but not bad. I mean, it all goes away quick. It's like, when you
Beauty is pain.
Botox, by your eye or something. Okay, so anyway, I'm going in to see the progress, which I can see myself. It is unbelievable. And there's so many options, people, because one of my friends down there, I was showing her my hair and she goes, what did you do again? And I'm like, I did these enzyme treatments, one treatment. And she's like, wow, because my hair is getting so fine. And you hear that from everyone except for you. Most women's hair gets finer as we age, and there's so many different solutions. And I just did it once. And my hair, I don't feel like I have to take this one medication anymore that I was taking, so it's kind of lessening some of that stuff because I was on something to stop it from falling out. And it feels so good to be confident about your hair, people. And our hair falls out for all different reasons, but they are the experts. They're located by Mall of America, Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota. Their website is hrimn.com. Just go to it, click on it, get a free consultation, get a hair analysis, go in person or Zoom. You will be so relieved for men and women and children.
And they have very good show and tell on their Instagram.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, I agree with you. And then after, I think we should thank Borton Overseas Travel. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, for our trip, yes, in May. And there's so many. I was looking at their Instagram and also their website. They really do offer a lot of amazing trips. And a friend of mine who wants to go on a trip to Africa, she was like, well, my husband and I and another couple, we were thinking we could plan it on our own. I'm like, no, you cannot. You need to go with the tour operator who knows what they're doing. So she was going to contact Borton Overseas because they wanted to go to South Africa and they also wanted to do some other specific things. And I said, yeah, a travel agent will use Borton Overseas also because they have been doing this for over 100 years. Very experienced in the destinations that they go to, which is Scandinavia, Africa, Southeast Asia.
Iceland.
Of course, Scandinavia, I include Iceland, that whole northern area.
Antarctica.
Yes, it's really wonderful to be able to join an existing group, or if you've got your own small group, they'll plan the itinerary for you and take care of everything A to Z. Make sure you're staying at top, notch hotels in the right locations and
work within your budget. And work within your budget, whatever that is. But I have a friend that's going on a trip that she planned, and she said it was so exhausting. She says it's so exhausting. And then if you were working with another couple, getting approval, and then you feel responsible. This way they do it all for you, and they're wonderful.
They really are.
BortonOverseas.com. We love, love, love them.
Okay, so while you were gone,
Britney
Spears was arrested Thursday, I think it was Thursday afternoon or early evening for a DUI. And what was first of all, I knew something was going on because last week she was doing Instagram dances and she turned off the comments, but every time she was bending down and twirling her hair, her boobs were falling out. And I thought that seems slightly like she might be wasted. So she was arrested, brought to the hospital so they could draw blood, spent the night in jail. And then of the very next day, whoever is managing her put out a very strongly worded statement that Britney is embarrassed and ashamed and, is going to get the help. I mean, obviously, it was a PR message designed for future when the court hearing happens of what's going to happen, because they did find a substance in her car, but I've read that it was like Adderall pills.
Oh.
And so anyway, we'll see what happens. But I feel bad for her, but she probably has been drinking.
Oh, Lori, obviously.
And too much. And anyway, so I hope she's going to be okay. But her Instagram was wiped clean, and the statement that her team put out was very remorseful and full of, ownership. And I think it's probably because they want the judge to order maybe court-ordered rehab. But again, I always think for Britney, I always think she was put in a court-ordered conservatorship at the age of 27, I believe, and she had postpartum depression. And I just think, she's probably never really had the help that she needs to get through all of that. I think Sam Asghari helped keep her together.
Yeah, I do too.
But
here's an observation. She's been a mess. And so I don't look at her Instagram anymore because I just don't care, and that's sad. But whatever. I was talking to a friend about this that lives in Hollywood part time, and we talk about this, and she goes, there's people whose parents, when they were young and fame, big time fame happened to them, like Jodie Foster's mom, like Ryan Gosling's family, that protected them, that sheltered them from it all and protected them. And the problem with Britney Spears' parents is they both wanted fame and they wanted the money. And she pointed out that Lynn Spears and Britney Spears had boob jobs on the same day. I mean, where the dad and the mom were divorcing and they didn't like each other. And so there's the competition and everyone wanted Britney's money. And so she just didn't, I mean, really, that's a very hardcore environment to grow up in and not have any parenting and any guidelines, rules and family unit that supports you and is strong there for you and doesn't say yes, because she became famous so young. It always makes me sad with child fame. Lindsay Lohan, another example, because her mom, she went out there by herself. I think her mom would come sometimes. I mean, and then her dad would sell her off in craziness or whatever. But she got it together. She did get it together. So anyway, I just feel it's really sad when I don't know how I could have handled that, Lori, that much attention and money at 15. Lord.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
I know,
at 13.
The kid who plays Harry Potter, that actor.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. He just gave an interview where he was like, everybody that's a child star should be in therapy at the same time they're acting. Because it's such a bizarre experience to be an actor. And he successfully transitioned. And, speaking of, well, you said Ryan Gosling, he hosted SNL.
Did you? I didn't watch it. Was he good?
It was so funny because they had Harry Styles in the audience because Harry is this weekend. And Ryan and the whole cast came out and sang, I forget the Harry Styles song, but it was another excellent episode, second week in a row for SNL. And Ryan Gosling is kind of famous. I think the next time he hosts, he'll be a member of the 5-Time Club, but he often breaks in and starts laughing. But it was a really, really good episode. And I'm expecting this Saturday to be very good because Harry is the host and the musical.
Oh, my gosh.
With his new album. I haven't had a chance to listen to Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, which is our new bumper sticker. That's the name of his album.
It's a great title.
It is.
But it's long, but it's a great title. I just dig it. Kiss All the Time and Disco
Occasionally.
Occasionally. Oh my gosh. Speaking of disco and dancing, I was talking about you this weekend because we went out at night and even in the afternoon, we'd go to places and dance. And you know me, when I'm out of town, I just like to dance anywhere. And it was just so much fun. And I saw something somewhere where women dance parties or just a dance party. First of all, it's exercise. It releases so many endorphins. You're just having so much fun. There are these little clubs and these just little bars, Lori. There's a bongo player and a guy playing a guitar in one, and I'm just dancing. They're playing covers, It was just dance often. Dance often. And you always do that here. You always go out and dance.
Yes, I love dancing.
It just makes
Casey,
you smile.
For exercise, he puts on his headset and he dances to music, mostly Cajun music because the rhythm.
Right.
So he's got his headset on. It looks like silent disco, and he's just dancing for 45 minutes straight for cardio.
You need to film that, Laurie.
He would. No, he
just
would
send it to me, though. Just send it to me. I won't do anything. Please. Oh, my gosh. I would die seeing that. And Cher talks about going around her house doing Zumba, or what was that one? Zumba, isn't it?
Zumba?
Yeah, Zumba's cousin.
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
Chaz got married this weekend.
I didn't know.
Cher was at the wedding, and she had a huge diamond on her one hand.
Who did Chaz? I didn't see anything about it.
Chaz married a longtime partner. They've been together since 2017. Shara. They've been together since 2017, and they tied the knot at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel just on Monday. So,
what a place! What a place to do it at the pool there or something. It was really hot in LA last weekend and windy. Yeah, really hot. People are so excited about the Oscars.
Oh, I know. Speaking of the Oscars, Timothée Chalamet.
He's not going to get it.
No, I know. Somebody on this conversation, he had a conversation with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
And this is
CNN.
It happened like maybe a couple weeks earlier, but somebody then either the day before Oscar voting ended, which was last Thursday, March 5th, or that the evening before released this clip of him talking to Matthew McConaughey where he basically said, I don't want to be part of a dying art form and I'm paraphrasing here, like ballet or opera.
Right.
Which, no one's interested. And I know I'm going to lose 14 cents in viewership. That was the part that I was just like, anyway, but the whole ballet and opera, the ballet and opera world have responded. And here's the thing, his mother, grandmother, and sister all were in
classic
dance.
Classic ballet.
Classic ballet. He went to Fiorella, the Fame High School for Performing Arts in New York. The principal released a statement saying, we know his heart. We know he doesn't believe in that. But the backlash has been huge and also hysterical because now ballet and opera are really doing some funny things about how they're promoting their next show or whatever. But to me, the most telling thing that happened to Timothée is that in a space of 24 hours, from Friday to Saturday, in 24 hours, he lost 1 million Instagram followers.
Wow.
No one has ever lost that much. The people who track this stuff, no one has ever lost that many followers in a 24-hour period. And I thought, Kris Jenner, she's going to be wondering how she can help him. He's right now in China because Marty Supreme is opening in Asia. So he's out of the country, but he really did step in it, and people are not having it. But at the same time, Doja Cat read him his filth from her bathroom on a TikTok, and just, who are you? People are, he'll get through it, but
he's not getting an Oscar anymore.
There's not getting an Oscar, even though it was released right at the end. There was only maybe a day left to vote. But I think when Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar at the Actor Awards, formerly known as the Screen Actor Guild Awards, that's the biggest body of voting people. And I mean, come on, the kid, he played two people. I've never understood why he hasn't been the front runner all along, because he was so fantastic in that movie.
But the movie, do you think Sinners was better than One Battle After Another? I don't think people think so, but I don't think
for originality, yes. I mean, it would be a toss up for me. I don't know which way I would vote if I was an Oscar voter. I mean,
out of those two, really? You loved one battle after the other.
And I loved Sinners.
Okay.
I was absolutely blown away at that movie.
I tried to watch
so good.
If My Legs Could Talk, They Kill You for Rose Byrne's performance. I tried, because someone I was talking to, we're watching all the movies, we're watching all the Oscar nominated, and I'm like, well, I should do that, but in Begonia, you gave me such a horrible review. I know, some movies I can't, but let me just tell you. So I was kind of doing let's thank a couple sponsors first, hon.
Okay.
Okay, so I would like to tell everybody about closets. And do we have the place that you should go? I'm sure everyone can hear me shuffling through all of my papers right now. Can you hear me, Laurie?
I surely can.
Okay, Twin Cities Closet Company. It's a Minnesota-owned company by a family who are passionate about what they do, use the highest quality materials. They make and manufacture their closets right here in the Twin Cities area. And they have two beautiful showrooms. One's in Minneapolis, kind of off of Hiawatha, and the other one's in Mound, Minnesota. But it's amazing how glorious a closet can be, and having your space set up right for you, and with lighting that they have this lighting bar you can move from place to place, which is the coolest thing in the world. I'm still obsessed with that. And they just know what they're doing, and luxury can be affordable. They start, you can call them up and have a $500 project. Let them come and give you a beautiful complimentary consultation and solve your problems. I am so delighted with my plans. I'm just going to figure out when to implement them. But things I never would have thought of, because I had a consultant come out, and that costs no money. And they listen to what your wants are and needs are. Everyone there is a designer, and they provide you 3D design ideas. And they're wonderful in their community. They support our community too, people. And they are here forever, and it's amazing what they can do for you. So go to tcclosets.com and set up your complimentary design. It doesn't cost any money to dream. As a starting point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I get home, I'm having them come, because I've got, an old house. And when I had Twin Cities Closet, this was 10 years ago, come out to my house and do my hall closets. I didn't have them do these two old bedrooms, and those closets are just pathetic.
They're begging for help.
They're begging for a makeover. They're going to get one.
I absolutely love that. And then actually this past weekend, one of the people down there knew Dr. Lisa from Lake Med Spa in Wayzata, our new sponsor, and said she's brilliant. So she's an OBGYN doctor that years ago decided we're not doing anything for women, besides delivering babies and doing that kind of stuff. There's this whole other life a woman leaves: perimenopause, menopause, postmenopausal, and the hormone replacement therapy. No one would even pay attention to a woman who had hot
it got
flashes.
A bad rap in 2002 when that big study came out. And so anyway, it's so
misinformation.
And a lot of doctors did not know how to help people. And they were like, well, this is just something you have to go through, but you don't have to suffer.
No, you don't.
You do not.
If it doesn't matter if you didn't start them right away after, perimenopause, whatever stage you're in. Your hormones are very important, and we lose them as we age. And if you want more energy, clearer thinking, confidence and vibrancy, improved
sleeping better,
better sexual wellness. I can't tell you how many people I hear it from. Sex hurts too much now. That doesn't work for a relationship, really. So there's stuff you can do. So book a consultation with Dr. Lisa. Go to lakemedspa.com, and it's LAKMEDSPA, obviously spa.com. And she's brilliant. So people are very excited about her consultations, because that really is something. Okay, so I want
just getting back to the Oscars for a second. Do you think that the rumor is true that Barbra Streisand is going to be on stage for the In Memoriam and sing
for Robert
the
Redford?
Way We Were?
I hope so.
Well, no, it'll be the whole memoriam that will be the song. But I mean, everyone will be in a flood of tears. Plus, there were so many great actors that we lost in 2025. It's just incredible. But I mean, do you think she will really perform?
Well,
you do?
She will do it with a choir, and she will do it with a full band, so? An orchestra. I would love it if she did. They were good. Right. They were friends. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I know that, but I just know how she feels about performing. And we've had no confirmation that she's in talks to perform during the in memoriam segment, and nothing has been confirmed. So the last time she performed at the Oscars was in 2013, and she sang "The Way We Were" to honor late composer Marvin Hamlisch, who died that year, who wrote that song. She has done it.
Yeah, it would be fun. But we also know, or I think I remember reading, Rob Reiner's tribute, Billy Crystal and Albert Brooks, I thought were going to be doing something at the Oscars as well.
Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan.
Oh, that's right. All right. Albert Brooks is devastated. He was a dear friend.
They've been friends since forever. Like ninth grade.
Yeah. Forever. Okay, so that'll be another thing to watch for. And the Oscars are this Sunday, you guys. Where are they at, Lori? ABC? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. So. I think it's the last year. Maybe next year is the last year.
I think a few more.
To YouTube.
Not till like 2028, I think. I think we have a few more. Okay, so there were, because it's the Oscar week, there's, all these different articles about different Oscar, the most diversive. Am I pronouncing that word?
Diverse?
Diversive.
D-I-V. There's
I-S-I-V-E. Divisive?
Divisive?
Is that how you say it? Wins of all time. And here...
Divisive wins of all times, yeah.
What up with my mouth? Hello.
I don't know. Feels like maybe... You can tell me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm like, what up? So here were the big ones. And there was a story with each of them. I won't tell you all of them, but the big ones, there were 5 of them. Crash, the movie, wins over Brokeback Mountain. And
Wrong.
There was, Brokeback Mountain was favored to win Best Picture in 2006. But the closer and closer you get to Oscars, rumors about homophobia in the Academy began to emerge. Based on, blah, blah, blah. But the backlash in the Academy members at the time were Ernest Borgnine and Tony Curtis. And it was because of the queer relationship between, Heath Ledger and, what were their names in it?
Gyllenhaal. Oh, yep. I can't remember their names.
But ultimately, Crash took home the award for Best Picture. Crash was already controversial. It was written by Paul Haggis. It explored race in Los Angeles and received some pushback for some of the sexual violence in race. So Jack Nicholson read Best Picture winner, and because everyone thought it was going to be Brokeback Mountain, and mouthed the word "whoa" after reading that Crash one instead of Brokeback. Another one was Shakespeare in Love won over Saving Private Ryan.
Wrong.
Again, I would never watch Crash again.
Same.
Brokeback Mountain stays with you. I would watch that again. And then out of these two, I would never watch Shakespeare in Love again. And over Saving Private Ryan, I've watched many times. And so the other show that year was It's a Beautiful Life. Won for Best Foreign Film about, Benini. What was his name? That actor?
Roberto Benigni or something.
And that movie won for Best Foreign Film. And anyway, that was a big one. I mean, can you imagine? But that was all because of Harvey Weinstein's Oscar push.
Yes, for Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love. And then people were like, what up with Roman Polanski winning Best Director when The Pianist won? And remember that? With Aidan Brody, and he won Best Actor, and Halle Berry presented it to him, and he goes up to her and he leans her back and kisses her.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then the other one was that Forrest Gump won over Pulp Fiction. People are just saying they didn't get it. And then I think that's about it. Oh, but it's just the last few weeks up to when the voting stops. It really can change everything. How much your Oscar strategy and campaign is going. And that's what Timothée Chalamet, with his, I'm not an opera or ballet or whatever this he gave. That really, he lost 1 million followers.
1 million followers in 24 hours.
That's unbelievable.
They said no one has lost that many followers in that short a time. And I thought Kris Jenner is going to be losing her mind, trying to figure out how to help him. All right, well, just switching gears for a second. So there's a new TV show that drops today on Prime, and it's with Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's Scarpetta, based on the Patricia Cornwell books. And Nicole Kidman, I wonder how many wigs she's going to wear. But Simon Baker is in this, Bobby Cannavale, and the series will unfold across timelines. So they've got a young Kay Scarpetta, or Nicole Kidman, and Jamie Lee Curtis is her sister. And if you ever read those books, did you ever read those books?
Oh, of course. And so these came out like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yes. Patricia Cornwell, and she's a forensic medical.
She's a medical examiner. Yeah. Over 120 million books were sold. And so I'm not sure what the source material is, how they're doing it, but I know the story is going to have flashbacks. And Nicole Kidman was on the Tonight Show last week, and she said she can perform an autopsy, name all the body parts, and anyway, it looks good. But there should be a lot of epic wigs in this, because Nicole is known for that. But that drops today on Amazon, and two other shows that premiered on HBO last week and this past Sunday, which are, one is a comedy called Rooster with Steve Carell, playing basically the neurotic, uncomfortable character that he does so well.
Yes.
But Casey and I laughed out loud.
Oh, really? Oh, good. We can watch that. Jeff and I watch that. Okay.
And then DTF,
I tried
St.
that.
Louis.
What did you think?
We've watched 2 episodes. The second episode, it takes a dark turn. Mm-hmm. So you have to get through that first episode. Linda Cardellini, Jason Bateman, David Harbour from Stranger Things.
I don't know.
I'm on the fence with that one.
I don't dig it.
And Casey's like, "What's DTF?" And I said, "I know you didn't watch Jersey Shore
down
in 2010."
To blank.
Yeah.
And I want to like it. I really want to like that one. And maybe I'll go back. You can watch it all for us. But back to Dr. Kay Scarpetta.
Yes.
To Nicole Kidman, because it reminded me something that came up, some different awkward, I've just been reading everything about the Oscars. And in 1997, you'll remember this, Lori, on the red carpet, Joan Rivers and Melissa Rivers are doing the red carpet. And Nicole Kidman is with Tom Cruise, and they walk the red carpet.
And she's in that beautiful Galliano gown.
What color is it?
It's sort of
chartreuse. You remember?
Chartreuse, thank you. Yes, I do.
And she screams at Nicole, "Tell me why you wore such an ugly color. That dress is making me want to vomit." She did.
And yet that dress always comes up in the list of the most iconic dresses, because it really was beautiful on her.
And her
hair was
gorgeous.
Red. Yeah, her hair was red, not the blonde. And there was embroidery.
There was embroidery in the front.
I remember
it had that top that you kind of don't like. What were you calling it? The apron top or whatever? Mm-hmm. She looked beautiful in it, but I just thought that was kind of funny, because there you go.
Joan.
I know.
I still miss the fashion police.
I do too.
It was just a great show.
Well, I just miss some of our iconic people, our really ones have died. It's sad. Yeah. This is what happens. I know. Apparently what happens.
Are you caught up on Love Story?
I can't get into it yet. I've tried twice.
Oh, what?
I don't know why. Well, I haven't had time. Let's put it that way.
Okay,
but it doesn't, for some reason, I don't know.
It's so good. I just love it. But last week,
JFK and Carolyn Bassett. That's what it's about.
It's the story of John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. And it's from Ryan Murphy. He's not directing it, but maybe he did some of the writing. But last week, Daryl Hannah wrote an op-ed that was published in the New York Times where she just wanted to set the record straight that her portrayal in this show is false. And when Jackie Kennedy told her once, "Oh, don't worry about when people write bad press about you. The next day it'll be birdcage liner in the kitty litter box." But she said, now in this time, the internet, it lives forever. And I never did cocaine, which I don't believe, by the way, because everybody who was of age in the 80s did cocaine. Rare
Maybe
exception.
She was afraid of it. Maybe because her fourth finger was shorter, she couldn't figure out how to do a line.
Yeah. Who knows? But it was a very, and then she's had friends come out.
Right.
Rosanna Arquette saying, that she and John had this beautiful relationship. And
Rosanna Arquette?
Rosanna Arquette, they're friends. Okay. And Dree Hemingway is who plays Daryl Hannah. And she's only in the first couple episodes, but she nailed her voice and everything. But it made me remember when Ryan Murphy's Feud was on, which was about Olivia de Havilland and Joan Crawford.
Yes.
And Olivia de Havilland
was still alive.
Sued Ryan Murphy unsuccessfully.
Mm-hmm.
It was tossed out because she did not like how she was portrayed in that show Feud. So in a little bit of a way, Daryl Hannah has contributed to the Streisand effect with Love Story by bringing more attention and more eyes, but it was already wildly successful. It's been the most streamed show on Hulu.
Well, there's not a lot of competition because
there's not
Hulu
a lot
is a disappointment.
Hulu. Yeah, but it's had huge numbers, and the kids are loving it because they weren't around for the 90s, and they are loving the music soundtrack and just the fact that, there were no cell phones or anything like that, and people just lived their lives and had fun and just figured out how stuff went along. So they're very younger people are really attracted to this. So there's just 9 episodes, and last week was the wedding. And of course you remember how much that wedding, even her wearing that simple Narcisco Rodriguez dress where she looked like a calla lily, complete opposite of all the big poofy dresses that Princess Diana inspired. And that changed wedding bridal history forever.
And it basically was just a slip dress.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a slip dress. Yep.
And I remember, that was that story and how they pulled it off on that little Cumberland Island in Georgia. And it's only not even quite 3 years later that the plane goes down. So there's 9 episodes, and I think last week was the 6th, but I really like it. The one glaring thing I will say that I am surprised that's not in it, because Anthony Radziwill, who's John's cousin, known each other since they were boys. His mom is Jackie's sister, Lee. Carol Radziwill is not portrayed at all anywhere in Love Story. But the 4 of them, like Carol and Anthony, they'd been together for a long time. So it's just kind of unusual because and if you remember, we had Carol on for her book, What Remains. Remember her memoir?
It was a great book.
And John and Caroline and her sister go down in the plane, and 3 weeks later, Anthony dies of cancer.
Oh, I thought he died before. Oh,
he died 3 weeks after that plane went down. And, her whole world ended. But the 4 of them were tight. So they just, for whatever reason, she's not portrayed at all. So anytime you see scenes with the guy playing Anthony, Carol's nowhere around. She's not at the wedding. She was at the wedding. So I don't know.
It was an executive decision not to
that's
include.
Right.
But you like the acting, and you like it.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. Well, then good. I need to go try it again. I like
reliving that part of the 90s. I don't know. And I just really think it's the actors are incredible in it, the two playing the main characters. But I'm sorry Daryl Hannah feels so bad about it all.
Well,
but now she's got good company. Olivia de Havilland hated Feud. So.
Again, but I'm just going to say this about never complain, never explain. I mean, she got more attention for denying it, probably. And random, she's married to Neil Young. And that was an odd. Remember when that happened? That was so odd.
She was the other woman. He left his wife of like 35, 40 years for Daryl Hannah. And but anyway, they like each other, so fine.
Yeah, they do. So maybe,
can I read something from the mailbag?
Please.
We've got mail.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm reminding me of Steve, the character.
This was maybe about last Friday's pod.
Okay.
Your pod with the pepper tidbits and Liza quotes was a sensory, salacious, and satisfying soiree.
Oh,
makes me happy to be alive.
Oh, wow. And can you imagine if I would have read it? Your pod was such a and I'm happy to be here today. Wow, that's a compliment.
And Liza Minnelli's book is out.
I'm on the list. I swear I'm getting it soon.
Kids, wait till you hear this. It's 448 pages. She turns 80 on Friday. And next week, my brother is going to her LA book reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway,
that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Lori, I like that one. Thank you for thank you.
Thank you, Neil, for those exquisite words.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Yeah. Well, everybody. So when last week I was just almost done with the book. That's What Friends Are For by Wade Roush. I finished it. Oh, that needs to be.
I can't wait to read it.
Everything. Lori, have it for you. I won because I brought it with me on the trip, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm like, I can't give it to anyone. I have to give it to Lori."
Thank you.
I have to give it to Lori, and I'm reading another great one, but I did finish Theo of Golden.
Oh, I can't wait to read that. It's going to be months. I might have to just break down and buy the book because it's on such a long wait list. It's. That and The Correspondent are a lot of people's their favorite books.
Have you heard of this new book, Good People, by Patmina Sabat? That's getting a lot of buzz too. Oh, but I'm reading a book about Balboa Beach, Balboa Island, and it's set in the 50s.
San Diego?
Yes.
Is that where that is?
It's a new book by from Kathleen Carter, our peer book publicist. So we'll be interviewing this author, but it's so good. It's like Karen Soto, the Daisy Jones author.
Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Meets like 1950s housewives in competition in tennis. Ooh. And it's just, I love it. It's another good one that I got, from my inn that I have with the book dealers, kind of like yours.
I've made a friend with an author, a Minnesota author called Joshua Moling, and he is a character, Ben Packard, who's a detective who could sit down right next to Cork O'Connor and Lucas Davenport. Really, really good. And so I've reached out to him when his fourth Ben Packard book, I've read the first three. It comes out in May. And I'm also John Bream is going to be on with us for the anniversary of Prince, because it'll be 10 years since Prince. So I'm doing some producing too, Julia, just so you know. I know you're our number one producer.
I wasn't even dissing you. I was just kind of making a comment. Let's talk about Envision, shall we? Okay, so glassware in Florida is a must. And I love having prescription sunglasses more than I can even say. And I have a prescription pair of Maui Jims, which are titanium light. And I got so many compliments. They're like 4 years old, and so many compliments. And I love, love, love wearing them. And I love the Polaroid around the water. And there's another pair of Maui Jims I have on that are prescription that I just love to put on when it's gray here because they're blue. It just makes me happy. When it's just gray and you put on a beautiful pair of sunglasses. But really, Envision, their Eyeglass Whispers, they have some really fun upcoming trunk shows that are going to be starting next week, the Gotti, which I think you have a pair of, and Akano. That's March. Akani. Thanks, I said it right. Thursday, yes. March 19th at the North Loop and Minnetonka stores. And when they have a trunk show, they bring in everything, every color in the collection of the styles and shapes, and they're so much fun to go to. And then on the 19th and the 20th, those are going to be 19th and 20th. Then they're on Friday at Grand Avenue and Galleria. Then they're having the big one that we love, Robert Mark and Lenore. This is Friday, April 10th. And on Friday, April 10th, it'll be at the North Loop, Minnetonka, and Galleria stores. And then Saturday at Grand Avenue and Galleria. Envision-optical.com, they have so much information on their different lines that they carry. But I'm telling you, these lines have been carefully curated by Anthony and Deborah over the years. This is good stuff. And when you wear the right eyewear, your bridge of your nose doesn't hurt. You can see out of the right spot on a bifocal instead of adjusting your glasses 17 different ways. And it just, you get classic looks that are just going to be in. They're
it'll
timeless.
Be in your eyewear wardrobe forever, really.
Lori, I was looking at my eyewear wardrobe box that I bought us. Remember those eyeglass holder things?
Oh, I love that box.
I do too. There's a lot of glasses in there that I still wear. It's amazing. Yes, but Envision, stop by. Please make sure you tell them Lori and Julia sent you. Okay, I had one other note.
I want to go back to my Ben Packard, just to give that Joshua Moling the name of the first book in that series. And I did post it on Facebook as a recommendation, but it's called And There He Kept Her is the name of that book.
You love
highly
everything.
Recommend.
Everything. And There He Kept Her.
There He Kept Her, Joshua Moling.
Okay.
Minnesota guy.
Yeah, I love it.
Really good book.
I love it. I love it. I had a couple other things, but we don't have to get to them today if we don't want to. But the big one was that Jeff Daniels was cast for the morning show season 5.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of fun. And he was on News Something on HBO back when they had their kind of news program show, the fun one with Jeff Daniels. Remember that one? Okay, you do. All right. So we're going to say it is time to go. Lori's doing sign language and she froze for a second, so I'm going to end it. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with it. It means a lot to us.
Good to talk to you. See you. We had another pod. Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for hanging out with us. Please like us. Please share us. A lot of people still don't know how to find us. So if you run into anyone, help them. We love doing this and appreciate you so much.